Welcome to Big Tech, where we have here the Samsung Galaxy S6 and the S6 Edge. We want to show you guys what the differences are since Samsung introduced here first their Edge screen on the Note Edge compared to the Note 4, where we had exactly like they did it again with the S6. Both same technical details, same optical look. As you can see, especially from the back, it's really hard to say which one is not the Edge, which one is the Edge. Of course, the one with the plastic here on the side is the Edge. And we can see here that we have basically a lot of differences now, or not that many differences now in the S6 and the S6 Edge like Samsung did with the Note Edge, but that's not what we want to compare it to. So let me just leave this here on the side, and then we can see what the differences between these two devices are. So what's really actually kind of complicated is that they both have the exact same technical specs. From the processor, RAM, cameras, which have actually an optical image stabilizer, which is really amazing. Both beautiful. One big difference for me would be though the Edge is available in emerald green, which is really looking amazing. Check it out in my color comparison video. That one is the one I would buy. These ones I got by Vodafone here in Germany, so thank you for that again, for reviewing in black sapphire, which is actually black if you look at it from the front. From the side it would be blue, as you can see here. But as I said, just check out my comparison video about that. So the Edge is also available in green, the regular one not. For a lot of people maybe that's not that interesting, but I think that's quite good to know. Otherwise, we have, for example, in the Edge a bigger battery. A lot of people don't expect that because they have actually the exact same size in height, width, and also in thickness, 7 millimeters. But actually here we have 2600 milliamp battery inside, and here only 2550. So 50 milliamps, that is about 2%. Not that interesting for most people, and actually in terms of battery life, both come to around the same, but probably here they just had a little bit more space due to the Edge screen to just put in more of the battery life that we users need. Also, what I kind of love about the new Edge phone is that we have now on the side the on and off switch, which they couldn't do here with the regular Edge, Note Edge, and they were able to do it with the Note 4. So you can see on the Note 4 it was here on the side, and the Note Edge had the on and off switch here on the top because it didn't have the space here to put the button on the side. But now here they have the space and they use it, but still the SIM card, the nano SIM, goes here on top on the Edge and on the side. In the regular one, again, not that interesting. You usually put in the SIM card once, and the storage is still not expandable, and you can see here also that the other buttons are also in the same position, and everything else is otherwise the same. Also the back cover, and this is where definitely nobody will see right away which device you have, except for when you have your Edge lying around on the table and somebody's calling you, because there is another nice little feature here that the non-Edge device doesn't have, is the glance view contacts color support. That's the name I just chose. And because when somebody is calling you, you can have a color here shown on the side, which is quite handy for 5 contacts that you would have here on your glance screen on the side. So you can see I added myself some other contacts here, and I can just hit the plus button and add, for example, here anybody else I would want. I have a bunch of readers in here. I have no clue why, actually, email wise, but you can, for example, just add something like this right here. And then you have the person right there in pink, but you can also say I want to have him in a different color. I want to have him in pink or in orange, because I don't have that color yet. And I can then also edit here and say alpha should be on the 2nd position or 3rd position. So when I just drag him here in from the side screen, from this glance screen, I know right away that he's in the middle and he's easy to reach. If you go back here, you can see I can turn it on and off, that we have those people right there, and I can say also alert when picking up or not. You receive alerts if there are notifications from my people when you pick up the phone. So that's again the people Edge, but of course there's a lot more to the Edge. For example, I have it on the left side right now. If I swipe over it like this, the time, date, and the battery runtime is being shown, and you can also swipe here through, for example, for news and for notifications, which there are none right now. So these are the 3 things that you can check out. They're a little bit less than on the Edge smartphone here, as you can see. Maybe I have here also the news, or I actually don't have the news right now maybe, but you can maybe also see that the Edge was a lot bigger of an edge, and here it's actually showing it on the front, not on the side that much, the information, the text, but here it's really rather on the side than on the front. So this is more of an edge screen, which you can especially see if you hold it like this, that they seem design-wise the same, but actually the screen doesn't go that much down to the bottom. Here, as it would, for example, on the Note Edge. So the screen goes all the way down here onto the bottom, and you can also not do this anymore. You can just have a text right here on the side when you're not using it, because the Samsung Galaxy S6 is actually always using the whole screen for all of the content, so you don't have an edge where you just have a little bit short of an information there. But let me just go into the settings and to the edge screen, and then you can see it also here that we have the edge lighting, which I was telling you about with the contacts and the colors, people edge, and you can select notifications that you want, for example, emails, messages, missed calls. Nothing else, interestingly. For example, a Facebook message would not appear here on the side, and you can also select when the night look should show always. So for example, at night, this time thingy that I was showing you before, which you had to swipe, should be always on during the night, because it's actually not using that much power. But you can of course set up that it should maybe be on maybe also during the whole day, or just not ever at all. And then you have the information stream, which means that you have here your Yahoo News and everything else that you can put on here, or Twitter and all kinds of other things. But you can also download feeds, for example, RSS feed, and maybe in the future more. Edge screen timeout and weather are also possible. Again, here not that interesting if you ask me, and can just add, for example, the weather from Munich, which can be GPS, or we can say just recent locations, and so on. So this is all you can do with the edges, and that's again all there is in the difference between the S6 and the S6 Edge. And I think the S6 Edge has just a very nicer grip to it than the S6. I don't know, it feels nicer because there is an edge, or actually a border here that you can feel quite nicely. It's quite a rough one, not a slippery one like on here, and like you probably know from the Apple iPhone 6, which is, yeah, it's just way too slippery for me. I definitely need a case for this, and this is a device I would definitely drop a lot. And the same goes for the regular S6 with S6, which just doesn't feel that good to me here, because it's just all too smooth. On the front, not that much, but on the back, definitely. And the S6 Edge just feels a lot better. So otherwise, as I said, hardware all the same. Would be a hard decision for me to buy this one or this one. Of course, $150 for the Edge more is a lot of money, but the green color and a few options here on the side are of course always nice. Not needed for everybody, but of course a quite nice little addition. And this is a phone that just everybody will ask you, what the hell is this? And this is just a regular Samsung Galaxy S phone. So thank you much for tuning in. This was the comparison between S6 and S6 Edge. I hope you liked it, and also that I compared it a little bit to the Note 4. Till next time, peace on, and again, don't forget to subscribe. My name is Balazs, and thank you much for watching.